What seemed like a substandard NBA night turned into madness on the court.
White for the lead! No! Backside rebound. Okoro saved it. To Jones. 5 seconds left. Vucevic! What a pass!
We had two insane endings in Chicago and New Orleans, where Zion looked better than ever.
G got there. Yeah, you could tell what he wanted. A little frustration. He got it out of his system.
Joel Embiid was diving in the stands for loose balls, and unfortunately, we saw multiple stars going down with injuries. We got it all, so let's start in Chicago, where the Bulls had a 12-point lead in the middle of the fourth, but the Jazz showed that they have a lot left in the tank.
George drives all the way. Left hand from Keyonte. George.
Some balance in his game. You're looking at tonight, most of the points have come from inside the paint.
Sensabaugh, 40. Oh my goodness.
You heard that right. Brice Sensabaugh exploded for a career-high 43 points last night. However, Vucevic was excellent as well, keeping his team at a safe distance.
Ball's done that tonight, trying to take the charge. Vucevic.
Can't flop. Can't flop.
So, down by 8 with less than 2 minutes to go, Keyonte took matters into his own hands.
Here's George attacking into Vucevic, and one off the glass.
George converts the and one to make it a 5-point game. And I was shocked to hear that 10 out of Utah's 14 wins came in the clutch this season. As for the Bulls, I feel like they're playing a thriller ending every other game. Out of 18 wins, 13 were clutch. That's crazy. And while I was saying that, George hit all of his free throws to cut the deficit to just 2 points. On the other end, Okoro gets a wide open look up top but hits the back of the rim, and all of a sudden the Jazz have a chance to tie or take the lead.
It's George driving past Vucevic all the way inside and a foul.
Keyonte goes hard and wide and draws the foul again. And he stays ice cool, knocking down both free throws to tie the game. He scored 15 of his 25 points in the last quarter. Kevin Huerter on the other side evens things up with a pair of free throws of his own. And then a great defensive possession by the Bulls turned into chaos when
Lipowski blocked by Vucevic!
Hey, Vuce came in. Big time play. Oh no!
Kobe White throws it away. Jones saved it in bounds. It's grabbed by Bailey. Is there a whistle? There is. It's out of bounds regardless.
the huge block by Vuce ended up as a loose ball, and Sensabaugh knew how to punish that.
To win the game, here's Sensabaugh. Drives in too easily. He's got 43 points.
Brice caps off an amazing night, tying the game once again. So with 20 seconds left, the madness is about to culminate right here.
Here's Kobe White. Back in the mix tonight. Got it to Vucevic. A fake. White for the lead. No. Backside rebound. Okoro saved it. To Jones. 5 seconds left. Vucevic.
What a pass. What a pass from Trey Jones.
Vucevic puts Chicago in the lead with his 35th point of the night for absolute delirium in the building. But all praise goes to Okoro for the great save and Trey Jones for the bullet pass inside off of 1 foot. Incredible. So now with 4 seconds still on the clock, who's taking the last shot for Utah? Sensabaugh or George?
Keyonte George, a three for the win. No good.
Game, set, match, and you can drive home safely, Chicago. Beep, beep.
Keontae's shot fell short and the Bulls survived another wild finish. Moving on to New Orleans now to see Zion's crazy bounce.
But off the ball. G got there. Home.
Man, he straight up bulldozed past Claxton and put him in the rim. And then just 2 minutes later, Williamson got off like a freight train from coast to coast for another spectacle.
G behind his back, going to the hole. All the way home.
The behind-the-back dribble and then taking off between 3 defenders for the dunk. He's ridiculous. Zion scored 14 of his 25 points in the third quarter, but the Pels were still trailing. So in the fourth quarter, Trey Murphy and Karlo Matkovic chipped in with a couple of electric plays to close the gap to a single point.
And he's going to the line. Three-point play.
You have to have somebody.
The long rebound. Trey, take it with you.
Going to pull up.
And he's got Karlo. Why not? Karlo!
Pass, Trey Murphy.
Whoa, Karlo posterizes the Nets rookie Yegor Doman. So with neither team backing down, the game went down to the wire when Yegor came back for revenge.
They walk away from a shooter.
It's communication.
Man,
See?
wide open.
That was Doman's 5th 3 of the night as he put his team up by 3, and the Nets played almost perfect defense on the other end for 23 seconds straight. But then...
And it'll belong to the Pels. It's Eve, end of the shot clock. Sadiq's got to launch it. And gets it! Evens it up at 110.
Saddiq Bey drains the desperation 3 with 1 foot on the logo and ties the game. Unbelievable. And after Yegor failed to respond on the other end by taking an ill-advised shot, Saddiq was back to making heroic plays for the Pels.
Went away from the pick. And put it on the ground. Forced it. Almost got it. Saddiq will bring it back. And goes hard to the hole. Pels by 2. Timeout, Brooklyn.
A crucial offensive board by Bey and the two-handed jam to take the lead with 20 seconds to go. He literally pulled New Orleans out of the ditch all by himself. On the other side, Brooklyn goes to MPJ in the corner, who comes up short as well, and ultimately Trey Murphy gets fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. He makes both free throws to make it a 2-possession game, but it's not over yet.
Now it's Drake Powell. You don't want to foul. Here's his 3. He got it. 5's advancing, and the Pels will.
The rookie Drake Powell, out of all people, hits a quick 3 to complicate things for the Pels. Mathematically, they're still in the game, so they send Saddiq on the line, who stays calm and hits both freebies. But the Nets still have 4.6 on the clock to try and pull off a miracle.
Good job,
And
Carlo.
taken away by Carlo. The 3 at the buzzer. The Pels survive.
A chaotic sequence ends with a long-range shot for the tie, and the Pelicans hang on for the victory. And the Nuggets continue to win games without Nikola Jokic, with their latest victim being the depleted Mavericks. Dallas fans were hit with another heartbreak, seeing their only hope, Cooper Flag, exiting the game with an ankle injury in the second quarter. He's having a great rookie campaign, and we just hope it's nothing serious. Anyway, Jamal Murray was looking unstoppable for the Mavs defense.
Jamal Murray, chance to tie the game if he converts on the old-fashioned three-point play. Second quarter, 34-23. Their league-leading 93rd quarter with at least 30-plus points this year.
As he counted up to 33 points on 54% shooting in the comfortable win for Denver. And the Kings, against all odds, were looking supreme in a wire-to-wire win against my Knicks. For my pain to be bigger, Jalen Brunson hurt his ankle early in the game and didn't return. I'm sure he'll shake it off like it's nothing. Regardless, Sacramento had 4 guys balling out in this one. DeRozan, Levine, and Westbrook are the usual suspects, but the former Knick who got cut before the season, Precious Achiuwa, exploded for one of the best games of his career with 20 points, 14 rebounds, and a couple of blocks and steals as well.
Oh, he got denied by Achiuwa. Westbrook, 100 miles an hour. Everything but the bucket, but pressure. Oh, man, among boys. Achiuwa. Why not? Why not, Precious?
Now that's a proper revenge game. The Kings have now won 3 games in a row in just 4 days. And another team that's blistering hot at the moment are the LA Clippers, who blew out the Wizards behind Kawhi's 33 points on 7 of 11 shooting from downtown.
Leonard the other way. Kawhi, the pull-up 3. It's good! 44-29. Timeout Wizards. They're having some trouble doing it. They are late in the clock, so Kawhi Leonard says, this let me...
The Claws averaging nearly 33 points in his last 13 games, in which the Clippers won 11. From what looked like a lost season for them, turned around quickly as they're just half a game behind the play-in zone. And I gotta give a shout out to Joel Embiid for sacrificing his body by jumping in the stands for a random loose ball in the third quarter against the Cavs.
Wow, Embiid careening into row 2. And caught by some of the fans there. And that got the crowd lit a little bit, finally here tonight.
He had another nice game with 20 points on 50% efficiency, but his Sixers got blown out by Cleveland. Spida was the one doing the most damage with 35 points, 7 boards, and 9 assists.
7 on the shot clock, that I gather, which is a patented move, and he gets it to fall.
A little 2-3 zone here, trying to mix it up against the Cavs.
That's 40%, and here's the ubiquitous Mitchell, leading the break. What a catch and punch by Hunter. Mitchell dishing out to everybody.
That's beautiful right there. You see him looking at the trailer.
But things weren't all rainbows and sunshine for Cavs fans, as they had to witness Darius Garland going down with another foot injury. Stars are falling left and right as the entire league is riddled with injuries. Anyway, just last night, the Spurs and the Thunder played their 4th death match of the season as the rivalry keeps on growing. The tensions were high even before the game started, as Wemby took Rumble the Bison's pregame routine personally. Check out exactly what happened right here in this video, and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.